95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin on this March 23rd, a Thursday.
What does Chuck call it? Pre-Friday?
Pre-Friday.
I like that.
Yeah, I do, too. It's
Yeah.
a very positive note to a Thursday. And you're like that, too. You always think Thursday is Friday.
Thursday is my Friday because Friday is just a goof-off day.
It's a goof.
I
It
thought
was
that was
yesterday.
every day.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Welcome to just another day.
Just another day. Well, it is a little warmer than it was yesterday out there. A little rainy in spots. And 59 at 95.5 WFMS. 95.5 WFMS 609 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
She doesn't know that she had.
Okay.
We've been talking to Deb here for a few minutes, but she has no idea it's a special day for her. When I announce this, she's going to scream. Are you ready?
Oh, geez.
Today is National Chips and Salsa Day,
I can't have them.
or Chips and Dip Day.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not. I'm not eating any more chips.
What?
I know. If you
It's
would have
a-
said cake, I would have done
It's
it.
a national day today. Chips. Those who don't know, we go places to eat.
Yeah.
Deb has been known for
I want my own basket.
just getting her own basket of chips, and in this case, the salsa, but she'll do the dip too, the cheese dip. I always like to say, I'll have that queso cheese, which is the saying cheese.
So it's. I feel like we just had National Chips and Salsa Day.
That was Chips Day,
This
wasn't
is
it?
Chips and Dip Day.
That was potato chips, I think. It
Yeah,
was.
it's potato chips day. This is chips and dip now.
It's chips and dip.
Chips and dip.
Okay.
Or if you wanted the dip be salsa, that's fine, but it's chips and dip.
Wow.
So you gave that up?
It's just not.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that because I've got a company coming
bang.
in right now.
Oh, well, I changed my mind.
No, I don't.
Well, you'll go out and celebrate a little bit, won't
Well,
you?
maybe. You know what's my biggest pet peeve is when you go to a restaurant and you're with a friend. You know, and I love my friends, but you go to a restaurant and they come by and they go, "Oh, can I get you some more chips because you've eaten them all?" You know,
Yeah.
and my friend goes, "No, we're good." No,
Yeah,
no,
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 we're not.
no,
good.
we're not.
We're not good.
Have you ever said no?
I've overridden the. You know, like don't.
No, I
ask
mean, have
us
you
or-
said no when they bring you?
No,
No,
no more
thank you, I'm
chips.
done.
That's illegal.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just put them in my purse if I don't eat them all.
That's right.
I'll take them home. Thank you kindly.
95.5 WFMS Thursday morning with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. And the first dog.
Yeah.
I love the name.
Henry.
Henry Holcomb.
Henry Holcomb. By the way, he has his own social media page.
Of course he does.
He's got it's Instagram at First Dog Henry, but he had a medical procedure yesterday. It was all over the news. The governor is there holding the dog. I think it's like kidney stones or something. He said he'll make a full recovery, but he's in severe pain. Cute dog. Anybody who's a dog owner knows exactly what the governor and his wife and family are going through. When it's a family pet that is sick, it's tough. It is.
Yeah, it's a miniature schnauzer.
Yeah, good looking dog though.
10-year-old.
And there's the one picture in particular shows the governor holding the dog. So anyway, good news is that dogs will make a full recovery. Henry will make a full recovery, and you can follow his recovery if you want on his social media pages. It said that he actually has a Facebook page as well, and a Twitter page. And he announced his illness on Twitter, but also Instagram too. So follow the first pet.
The posts are as if the dog is speaking.
Sure, right.
So he wrote, "Hi, friends. Sorry I've been away. I got something called bladder stones in one of my parts called the bladder. And I don't know what those words really mean, but I felt so bad I had to go to college, the one called Purdue."
Yeah.
And he said they're really good at fixing animals that don't feel good.
Yeah.
The
Isn't that
cutest
sweet?
face. Being a schnauzer, he's got that hair that hangs off his beard
Yeah.
a little
Right,
longer than others. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, good news is he's going to make a full recovery, but certainly follow him on I'm telling people to follow a dog. Follow him on social media,
right.
to get updates.
Hey, I was entertained.
On how the first dog, Henry Holcomb, is doing.
95.5 WFMS. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin, a Thursday morning. And going back in time with the Throwback Thursday, one of the biggest stars in country music, of
I
course.
would say that's probably true.
That would be Garth Brooks.
We've gotten a chance to chat with you so many times, and people would love to just be able to do it once. And so we opened up questions to our listening audience, and we picked some of our favorites. So are you down for that?
Yes, ma'am. Anytime. Thank you.
Okay. Amanda, and I love Amanda's question. She wants to know, has Trisha, your wife, of course, ever cooked anything bad?
She's experimented before.
Good answer.
I got to tell you, man. So it's only great or fabulous in the house. So she'll tell you, if she answered this question, she'll go, Garth is this way. If he loves it, he's not going to say a word. He's just going to keep eating. But if he looks up and he goes, that's really good, then you know it's not any good at all.
But you're very wise.
Oh, he's a smart man. He's a smart guy. Yeah.
Kathleen said, I used to go to concerts years ago, lots of them, but now at the age of 52, I get anxiety lady and a little claustrophobic. Got any ideas? So, Dr. Garth?
Yeah, man, this one's easy for me. Just let it go. Get out there and do it, and do everything. Whatever you're scared of, if it's skydiving, whatever, hell, strap on a suit and go do it. It's just face your fears. And that's what life's about. Just look it right in the face and say, you know what, you don't own me. I'm going to do what I want when I want, and just go.
Garth Brooks.
I like his advice.
Garth.
Yes.
Face your fears.
Yeah, face your fears, strap up and jump out of that plane.
Have we ever had a bad interview with Garth?
No, never.
No. He's always fun.
And it doesn't always go as planned. You might say, okay, when he comes in, we're going to talk about A, B, and C. And we end up talking about something totally different.
Because you know why? He's an open book.
Exactly.
There's nothing off limits. I'll be honest. We've had artists where, we've been told in advance, these topics are off limits.
Or they really want to talk about the concert or their latest album or
focus
or
on
song.
the music.
Garth just comes in.
But Garth's like, whatever.
What's going on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Throwback Thursday with Garth Brooks. 95.5 WFMS. Mornings, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. And Deb's got your daily dirt. The celebrity says her mother stole money from her.
Yeah, can you believe that? We'll share who it is. It's devastating. Coming up here in about 30 seconds. But first, John Legend says he has the key to a romantic night. So if you're looking on how to plan the perfect date night, he says it's locking the kids out of the bedroom.
Well, that's probably a good start.
Simple and done. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want them to be really young kids locked out. It's
Right.
got to make sure.
I bet you they have maybe
Probably
a
got a little nanny or
nanny
something.
making
Sure,
sure that they're
yeah.
not setting the house on
Yeah.
fire while he's trying to set the bedroom on fire.
Careful now.
Okay. In a new interview, Giselle, Tom Brady's ex, says unretirement is not what broke them up. She's really starting to spill the tea a little bit. She also says it was not politics because a lot of people had assumed that. She says they just grew apart over the years. So this was years in the making.
Okay.
The timing of it being surrounded by his coming back out of retirement just seemed to be what people connected. She also says, I'm not dating the jiu-jitsu instructor. A lot of people were saying because they were out on the town one night, and then another time they were seen together. He's a very good friend, but she says there's nothing romantic.
So the two rumors out there are not true. Politics and it was the yoga instructor.
Yeah, so don't believe
jiu-jitsu,
everything you
whatever.
see.
Yeah.
Or read, I should say.
Right.
It's Jewel. Jewel remembers learning that her mother stole $100 million from her.
What?
Yeah, she says, I was 34 years old, and all of a sudden, I realized in my bank account, I'm $3 million in debt. And then I realized my mom stole it. And then she uncovered that she actually stole $100 million. She said it's a very difficult psychological thing to come to terms with that it was your own mother.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
That just gave me
How did it
shivers.
get to be that much before you realized it? I think I'd know if it was
I think when you're at
$10 not in the account and go, wait a minute.
You would notice.
Hey, wait a minute.
I notice if I
Sure.
took something back to Target, it was only $6. I looked to make sure that $6 got reimbursed. It
Her
kills
mom
me.
must have been her manager, maybe, and kind
Maybe
of
so, and I think you trust family, and you're that wealthy. You think you're set for life.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's devastating. 7:25. That is Deb's Daily Dirt. It is sponsored by Mark Dietel Realty.
It's time for another exciting round of Can't Be Deb, and our contestant on the line is Brett. Good morning, Brett.
Hey, good morning to you guys.
What side of town you from?
I'm up in the north side near Fishers.
Oh, I love
okay.
the
Well,
north
that's smart
side
people up
there.
there.
A lot of folks there. Well, here's how we play.
Brett, we're going to ask you 5 questions. We ask Deb those exact same 5 questions. If you get more right than Deb, then you win. But if she gets more right than you, or if she ties you, because all ties go to Deb, then she wins. And if you're ready, let's start with question number 1.
All right, here we go. Question 1. Koalas have fingerprints that look almost exactly like human fingerprints. Now, are koalas a part of the bear family?
I'm going to go with, yes, koala bears.
All right, question 2. A woman in Scotland is selling an unused coffin. She bought it for her husband, but he lived longer than she'd hoped. The national animal of Scotland is the Scottish Terrier, the eagle, or the unicorn?
Go with the unicorn.
All right, question 3. 42% of people would pass up a chance to go to the moon, even if a safe return is guaranteed. Now, finish this famous sentence from Apollo 13. Houston, we...
Have a problem.
All right, question 4. Dead butt syndrome is a real thing. It's pain, numbness, or tingling from sitting too long. Now, which is older, the recliner or the beanbag chair?
The beanbag chair.
All right, question 5. 1 in 3 parents feel ill when trying to help their kids with math and science homework. Now, what former NBA star studied mathematics in college? Was it Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, or Magic Johnson?
Go with Magic Johnson.
All right, there's our 5 questions. Let's bring Deb back in the room and see how she does. It's back to Can't Beat Deb. Deb is back in the studio. And say hello to contestant Brett.
Hi, Brett. How are you?
Doing well.
Brett's from the Fishers area there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've
Yeah.
had quite a
We're
few
both
winners
in
from there.
Hamilton County then.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Deb. Question 1. Koalas have fingerprints that almost look exactly like human fingerprints. Now, are koalas a part of the bear family?
Well, they're called koala bears. Why wouldn't they be? Yeah, of course. Oh, no way.
They are not a part of the bear family. Brett thought they were too, so nobody scores. It's Deb 0,
Well,
Brett
that's
0.
misleading. They're called a koala bear.
That's why we asked the question.
Oh, please.
Question 2. A woman in Scotland is selling an unused coffin. She bought it for her husband, but he lived longer than she'd hoped. Oh, God. The national animal of Scotland is the Scottish Terrier, the eagle, or the unicorn.
The national animal. I guess I didn't realize that they had one. So, I mean, I want to say the Scottish Terrier, but that's probably stupid. It's probably like the eagle. I'm gonna say the eagle. Well, shoot, it's the Terrier.
It's actually the unicorn.
No, it is
and
not.
Brett knew that, so
What?
he gets the point. Yeah, that's their national animal.
How do you know
so the
that?
score. How do they know that?
How'd Brett know that?
He's a smart young man.
Yeah.
So it's Deb 0, Brett 1.
All right, here we go. Question 3. 42% of people would pass up a chance to go to the moon even if a safe return is guaranteed. Now finish this famous sentence from Apollo 13. Houston, we...
Have a problem.
That's correct.
Thank you.
And Brett knew that too, so everybody scores. It's Deb 1, Brett 2.
Question 4. Dead butt syndrome is a real thing. It's pain, numbness, or tingling from sitting too long.
I have it right now.
Which is older, the recliner or the beanbag chair?
The recliner or the beanbag chair? I bet the beanbag chair. Oh, I'm just doing terrible.
That's incorrect. And Brett thought that too. No, the recliner.
Gosh.
Beanbag chairs from the 60s or whatever. So nobody scores. A high-scoring game going right now. It's Deb 1, Brett 2.
I have one.
You have 1. Brett has 2.
Here we go. Question 5. 1 in 3 parents feel ill when trying to help their kids with math and science homework. What former NBA star studied mathematics in college? Was it Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, or Magic Johnson?
Again, I mean, just give me the 1 point. It's all I'm going to have because
right.
I don't know. No, okay, I'll guess. So they studied mathematics in college?
In college.
Larry Bird. Gosh!
It's actually Michael Jordan.
Seriously.
Yeah, and Brett guessed Magic Johnson, so nobody scores. This might be our highest scoring game ever. It is Deb 1, Brett 2. Brett, you just beat Deb.
I did terrible, Brett.
Oh, heck yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Well, Brett, it's time for those famous words.
This is Brett from Fishers, and I can beat Deb.
Well done. If you'd like to be a contestant, just go to the website, WFMS.com. We'll get you signed up for Can't Beat Deb. 95.5 WFMS. Hey, good morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Kevin has your Nash News now. And what does Tim McGraw eat?
Yeah, and who knew that he and I have so much in common?
Yeah.
Details on that in about 30 seconds. Nash News now sponsored by Window Nation. I'll try to keep a straight face. Kane Brown has been bringing his wife, Caitlin, and their 2 daughters on tour on the road. She, of course, sings one of his hit songs.
Sure.
She's got to go to the show. And they've been doing it in style. Caitlin recently posted a video showing off their tour bus. And, Jim, it's a lot different than the days when you used to tour in a band.
Yeah.
It has got basically everything on this tour bus.
Right.
It's shortage, they said, of nothing. So...
Not
got
a box
everything
van,
you might Huh?
Not a box van, huh?
No.
You know what it does have?
Nope.
Probably a gaming unit. He's a big gamer.
that's
Well, it's
true.
stuff for the kids, too. It's because they bring the kids along.
Yeah.
So
Right.
all kinds of kid stuff. Dolly Parton is releasing a book about her life. It's called Behind the Seams, My Life in Rhinestones. And it promises by her to be a good look at her life in costume and hair.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be out on October 17th. They say it'll be a perfect
Oh, that's a
book
hit.
for a Dolly Parton fan.
Yeah.
For Christmas?
Yeah.
October comes out in October. Why not? Tim McGraw's tour writer, that's the stuff he asked for backstage, may surprise you. He asked for peanut M&Ms and bottled Cokes from Mexico because they have, quote, the real sugar in it, not the corn
yeah.
syrup or whatever. He also requests a tuna sandwich and muscle milk. I don't ask for that, but I do like the peanut M&Ms and Coke.
I'm surprised he even drinks that.
Yeah.
It's so full of sugar, even though it's He
does.
thinks the good sugar. And
He
peanut
does.
M&Ms, he works out.
But he
so
follows. So the secret is to eat all that, but then followed up with a tuna sandwich and muscle milk.
Now, is that how it works for you?
That's exactly how it works. But the snacks have a slightly different effect on me.
Now, do you push a bunch of tires and CrossFit?
Well, that and for me, an entire family share bag is one serving for me.
It is.
For him, he probably takes the single serve bag and divides it in 3 days.
And
worth or
only
whatever.
eats the green M&Ms.
Right.
That's your Nash News now.